Welcome to Kaywon Action Star. It's good to have you back here. And I do not take it for granted that you tuned in. Thank you too for always supporting me by watching, commenting and liking my videos. It really means a lot to me. So let's go into what I have for you today. Imagine your worst fears merging into one horrifying reality. A group of employees embarks on a company retreat when their bus stops on a bridge. Sam, leaning forward due to inertia, injures his finger on the seat frame. As "Dust in the Wind" plays on the radio, a chilling premonition grips him. Suddenly, the bridge begins to collapse. Sam quickly pulls his girlfriend, Molly, off the bus. Other passengers also evacuate, but chaos ensues. Peter watches in horror as his girlfriend, Candace, clings to the railing before plummeting into the depths below. Meanwhile, Isaac, emerging from the bus restroom, finds himself alone on the vehicle as it crashes into the river. Sam and his group scramble for safety as sections of the bridge crumble before them. He aids Molly in crossing a metal beam, then rushes to help Hannah, a colleague who lost her glasses. As she nears safety, the beam tilts, sending her plummeting into the water, where a car crushes her. Elsewhere, a cable decapitates another coworker, and the sales department head is burned alive by boiling tar. Peter and Sam leap to safety, clinging to the railing. But as they climb, a truck falls from the collapsing bridge. Rebar pierces Peter's head, and metal sheets slice Sam in half. Suddenly, Sam wakes up on the bus, realizing it was all a vision. The bus slams its brakes, and he pierces his finger again. Recognizing the song on the radio, he panics and warns everyone about the bridge collapse. His pleas go unheard, but he manages to convince Molly. As they flee, the bridge begins to crack, confirming his vision. Peter, Candace, Nate, Hannah, Isaac, and their boss also escape. The bridge collapses behind them, leaving the survivors in shock. That evening, an FBI agent interrogates Sam, suspecting his involvement. However, another investigator concludes that the collapse was due to repair work and strong winds. The next day, the survivors attend a memorial service, where Sam is bombarded with questions about his foresight. Peter tries to find comfort in their survival, but a mysterious man warns them that death doesn't like to be cheated. That night, Candace hesitates before training, sensing unease. Peter reassures her, urging her to practice. During her routine, an air conditioner's worn-out plug sparks unnoticed as condensation drips onto the frayed wire. A loose screw falls onto the balance beam, but Candace completes her routine without stepping on it. However, another gymnast dislodges the screw, causing a chain reaction. Chalk spills, and a fan blows the dust into Candace's eyes. Blinded, she loses her grip on the uneven bars and crashes onto the mat, breaking her spine in a gruesome death. Peter, devastated, drowns his sorrows with Sam. Meanwhile, Isaac scavenges through deceased coworkers' desks and finds a massage parlor gift card. Expecting a relaxing experience, he is disappointed when an older woman performs acupuncture on him. When left alone, a burning incense stick ignites a towel. Panicked, Isaac falls onto the needles, piercing his skin. A shelf collapses, knocking over a candle, and flames spread. Just as he believes he's safe, a Buddha statue falls from the shelf, crushing him. Peter informs Sam about Isaac's death, and at the scene, Sam again sees the mysterious man, who reveals a grim truth: they were meant to die on the bridge, and now death is reclaiming its victims. However, he hints at a loophole: killing another person could extend their life by taking the victim's remaining years. As paranoia grips the group, they realize that deaths are occurring in the same sequence as in Sam's vision. Hannah, next in line, undergoes laser eye surgery. The doctor steps out, leaving the malfunctioning machine unsupervised. A power surge activates the laser, burning Hannah's eye. She escapes but stumbles and falls out of the window, meeting her demise. Later, Nate argues with a coworker at the factory when a crane unexpectedly collapses, killing his colleague instead. Peter, increasingly unhinged, suggests that Nate stole someone else's life. Meanwhile, a freak accident at the workplace kills their manager, following the predicted sequence. That evening, Sam remains hypervigilant at his restaurant job, seeing potential dangers everywhere. After his shift, he prepares dinner for Molly and shares exciting news: he's been offered an internship in Paris and invites her to join him. However, Peter interrupts their moment, visibly disturbed. He confesses attempting to kill a random pedestrian but couldn't because they were innocent. He believes Molly is unfairly spared and pulls out a gun, threatening her. Sam shields Molly and overturns the table, alerting the police. They flee to the kitchen, where Sam instructs Molly to hide. Peter refuses to kill Sam, believing he has little time left, and knocks him unconscious. At that moment, a detective arrives, only for Peter to shoot him in the back. Molly insists Peter can now live since he unknowingly fulfilled the loophole. However, Peter refuses to risk imprisonment and continues his attack. Sam regains consciousness and kills Peter in self-defense. As Molly reassures Sam that he has now inherited Peter's stolen years, a stray bullet ignites a gas leak, but they escape unharmed, believing they've finally cheated death. 2 weeks later, Sam and Molly board a flight to Paris. During boarding, they witness a commotion as a young man is removed from the plane after causing a scene about an impending explosion. Sam glances at his ticket and recognizes the flight number. It's the doomed flight from the first installment of this horror franchise. As he processes the horrifying realization, Dust in the Wind plays again. Suddenly, Sam pricks his finger, mirroring the events of his vision. Moments later, the plane's engine catches fire, sealing their fate as death reclaims its due. Meanwhile, Nate and his co-workers mourn their deceased colleague. One remarks that the man's death was a twisted blessing, as an autopsy revealed a fatal brain condition that would have killed him soon anyway. However, in the brutal cycle of fate, there are no real escapes from death's plan. The tragic irony is undeniable. No matter how far they run, fate remains unyielding, reminding them that there is no true escape from the inevitable grasp of death. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're yet to do so.